Pirate Chain or Monero? Which one is the better privacy crypto? That's what I'm going to be talking about in this video. If you want to preserve your security and your privacy, go check out the APOLO wallet, which I think is the most secure wallet going. Use my affiliate link for a discount. Hi everybody, this is Crypto Rich, working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profits. And like I said, we're going to be comparing Monero and Pirate Chain and looking at what is different between them and which one offers better privacy and security. Now I have to confess, I am a member of the Pirate Chain crew. It is a voluntary crew, so there was never any ICO or anything like that, no funding. I do this like the others out of a commitment for privacy, and also because I think Pirate Chain is a really great project. So do bear that in mind. I make no professions to be objective here. I do have a bias, but then I think everybody has a bias of some sort. Okay, so now please subscribe, follow me on Twitter, CryptoRichYT, join my official Telegram announcements channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, please come over to my channel, bit.ly/CryptoRichOdyssey. I post all my videos there, and I post stuff that YouTube doesn't really approve of. Now, the world is changing. There's more and more authoritarianism, there's more and more surveillance, there's more and more keeping an eyes on you. So it's really, really important that you use a good VPN. And I use NordVPN, and I have an affiliate link in the description below. It gives you a discount. And one of the things that NordVPN does is it has a mechanism that stops me going to phishing websites, which is really important if I want to go to the proper website for Monero or the proper website for Pirate Chain. I don't want to be ending up in some scammy website and then downloading some application that turns out to have some Trojan viruses on it or something, okay? Now, my affiliate link will give you a discount of up to 2/3 off some of their packages, and you get a 30-day money-back trial, and it also helps me out with the work that I'm doing, churning out these videos. All right, so you got Monero's logo with the M and Pirate Chain's logo with the P. Let's take a look at Monero. This is the website getmonero.org. And Monero's been around since about 2014. It was the first proper privacy crypto, because the other ones like Zcash, which came later, by the way, but also Dash, which came before Monero, they're not really privacy coins because you have the option for privacy. It's like you have the option of closing the bathroom door when you go to have a shower. But if you're not using that option, well, you're not really securing your privacy. And on this website, it says what Monero is and how it works. You cannot verify or trace the transactions. They can't be done with Monero. This means that the sending and receiving of addresses, it prevents them being linked to real-world identities, which can be done with Bitcoin and with Ethereum and with most of the cryptocurrencies that aren't privacy cryptocurrencies. And it can also be done with semi-private cryptocurrencies like Dash or Zcash with their options for privacy. You know, it's like if you leave the bathroom door open, then people can see that you're on the toilet or having a shower or a bath. It's not really private. Monero transactions are confidential and untraceable. It's the only major cryptocurrency where every user is anonymous by default. Is Pirate Chain major? Well, it's not in the top 100, but one day soon come. The sender, receiver, and amount of every single transaction are hidden through the use of 3 important technologies: stealth addresses, ring signatures, and ring CT. So a stealth address means you can't look inside the wallet. Nobody can look inside the wallet. Just like nobody can look inside my bank account, or nobody can look inside your bank account. If you gave me the sort code, I can send you money to it, but I can't look inside it. Now the ring signatures and ring CT, how it works, combined, I don't know which one's separate, right, is let's say I'm going to send you, but you better still, you send me, you're going to send me 100 Monero. Now, if it was Bitcoin, if you were sending me the equivalent Bitcoin or ETH, it would just be pretty much, one transaction that would go from this address, which is known, to this address, which is known, and the transaction can be seen. With Monero, what it does, it splits that 100 Monero up into different sizes. So there's 13.3 here, there's 20 here, there's 7 here, I think into about 7 different transactions. And then it goes through lots of dummy wallets in the middle. So it goes from, I don't have enough fingers or hands for this, right? But it goes from the sending wallet to these, in all these different transactions, to these dummy wallets, and then to the receiving wallet. And that obfuscates, that whole thing obfuscates the transactions because nobody can see what's going on. Now, because it's private, Monero is a true fungible currency. What that means is there's no history to the coin. So, for example, Bitcoin, if a Bitcoin is being used by trading in cocaine, it will show the history of that address, that it was in that address. Can't do that with Monero. And fungibility means that one unit is the same as any other unit. Like the pound coin in my pocket is the same as any other pound coin in my pocket. It's truly, truly fungible. So that's Monero, and then Monero's market cap, let's have a look at CoinGecko here, and the day of recording this on Sunday the 22nd of January, it's $180.31, and the market cap is $3.279 billion, with a trading volume of $84.3 million in the last 24 hours. And then the all-time chart, I think when it first listed on CoinGecko, 21st of May 2014, £2.47. Don't you wish you'd bought some then? And it reached an all-time high in the 2017 of about $542. And in the latest bull market, a piddly $475. But there you go. Okay, now what I can see here, just a little quick analysis, is an upward trend here. This may be a diamond. And a diamond is a continuation pattern, which would suggest in the long term a break to the upside. Okay, so that is Monero. Then let's have a look at Pirate Chain. Now, the ticker symbol for Monero, by the way, is XMR. And X means currency in crypto terms. I think also, in crypto terms, if it has an X, it's XM. If it's just a coin, like a currency, it will often have an X in front, like Verge is XVG. The ticker symbol for Pirate Chain is Arrr, ARRR, which is a great ticker symbol. And Pirate Chain professes to be the most anonymous cryptocurrency, a truly private, decentralized blockchain. So what do they say? What do the good people at Pirate Chain say about Pirate Chain? Well, it was launched in 2018, August 2018. It was a fair launch. It's both are mineable coins, by the way. But Pirate Chain, you can only mine on GPUs. Monero you can mine on CPUs, which makes it more decentralized in that regard, but it'll take a long time to get any Monero right now from a CPU. Pirate Chain strives to protect the financial privacy of every user in the world. It achieves this by employing the strongest and most acclaimed privacy protocol in the industry and couples this with an unassailable strategy implementation. Now, Pirate Chain doesn't use ring signatures or stealth addresses or ring CT. It uses ZK snarks. Please don't ask me to explain ZK snarks. You'll have to go to pre-search and do a search in there. But essentially, what it means, it's a way of verifying to the two people transacting that the amount being sent is actually being sent. So if I'm going to send you 100 Pirate Chain, you will know that I've actually sent you 100 Pirate Chain. Nobody else will know. Nobody else will know. There's no data to analyze. You can't look inside the wallet. There's no timestamps that anybody can see. It's just completely shielded like Hermione Granger's invisibility cloak. Now, it's a proof of work coin launched in August 2018. I've been covering it since 2018. I am a first mate on the good ship Pirate Chain, for which I'm very, very grateful. It confers me no privilege whatsoever other than a little bit of inside information. And I do regular videos on Pirate Chain with Captain Draith to find out what's going on. In fact, I have a couple of videos coming up about Pirate Chain and Atomic Dex. I did one recently, and I'll talk about Atomic Dex in a moment, but also hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll get worked out with somebody from the Shade team and the Secret Network team. Okay, so wait. Now, Pirate Chain when it's first mined, you can see that transaction. So if I'm a miner, you can see how many Pirate Chain coins, how many I'm producing, and that's to make sure that I'm not producing more than I should be. But once it goes into the wallet, after that, every single transaction, like with Monero, is shielded. Now, Pirate Chain's price and market cap on Sunday, the 22nd of June, 44 cents. And market cap, $85.7 million, which is a little bit more than the volume that Monero does in 24 hours. And the 24-hour trading volume for Monero, for Pirate Chain, is 217. It's 297 on CoinGecko by market cap. Monero is 25. And let's have a look here. Let's have a look at all the chart. So when it listed, February 2019, it was 1.9 cents for one Pirate Chain. And it did go to a high, like just under $16. It's not listed here, but it was about, well, okay, here it says $13. I'll go with that. And what happened was Jeff Berwick of the Dollar Vigilante promoted it, and off it went, and then I suppose some people sold. A lot of people sold, and it crashed right down. And currently, like I said, it's 44 cents, and it looks like it's forming half of a saucer, a really, really big saucer. All right, so that's it on Pirate Chain. Now, actually, before I tell you where you can buy them, I'm going to tell you about the emission rate. So what is the emission rate? So these are both proof of work coins, which means that there are miners, that are computers, that are computing transactions, keeping the blockchain up to date and everything. And they have an emission rate. How many new coins come into existence every few minutes or so? So this is the emission rate. No, this is not the emission rate. Oh, this explains, I should have shown you this earlier, but you can have a look here. This is Pirate Chain. Blockchain doesn't contain any information about the Z addresses being used for the transaction. And this is how Monero works. I shall link to this in the description below so you can see. But that's pretty much what I said, right? How the transactions are sent. Okay, where is the information on emission rate? Here it is. Here it is. Here's one I made earlier. So the blue line is the Bitcoin halving. So Bitcoin, when it first launched, every 10 minutes, 50 Bitcoin were created. Then after 4 years, it went down to 25. And then after another 4 years, it went down to 12.5. And then currently, it's 6.25 Bitcoin every 10 minutes. And in 2024, I'm not sure exactly when 24, it's saying here May 2024, it'll halve again so that every 10 minutes, what will get created is 3 1/8 Bitcoin every 10 minutes. And then after another 4 years, it'll halve again and halve again and halve again. Every 4 years, it keeps halving the amount of new Bitcoin. Now, Monero is slightly different. It had a very high release rate. And then in June 22nd, it slowed right down. And it never, ever stops. And I think it goes down to 0.6 Monero every block, every 10 minutes or so. And it's just going to stay like that. Now, Monero, like Pirate Chain, is also a community project, fully decentralized, run by volunteers with a commitment to privacy. And you can get involved in one or both just by contacting them through their Telegram group or their Discord channels. And I have the link to the Get Monero website and the Pirate Chain website in the description below. The other thing I want to say is about Pirate Chain's emission rate is different. Pirate Chain's emission rate has a halving like Bitcoin, but whereas Bitcoin is every 4 years, Pirate Chain's halving is every 270 days. Now, when it first launched, there were 256 Pirate Chain every 10 minutes, and then 128, then 64, and the last halving was May 22nd, round about then, and it's 8 new R every 10 minutes, 8 new R every 10 minutes, and then in November 2023, it's going to go down to 4. Now, why is this? Well, in a way, this sort of replicates what happens with gold and silver. At first, gold and silver, when they first discovered this, you take all the easy gold out, and then you have to work harder, takes more energy, but at the same time, the value of the gold and the silver also goes up. And that's what we're seeing with Bitcoin. It certainly happened with Monero, and fingers crossed with Pirate Chain as well. Now, where can you buy Monero? Well, you can buy Monero on some of the major exchanges. These are decentralized exchanges: Bisq, Local Monero, Hodl, don't know anything about Hodl, and then centralized exchanges like Kraken, Binance, DVChain, Bitfinex, and there may be others as well. You can have a look on CoinGecko. Now, many exchanges are stopping listing privacy coins because of the increasing authoritarianism and surveillance going on in the world, which is why use a VPN. Pirate Chain is available on these exchanges. Here they are. And you can go to the pirate.black website to find out. There's the Atomic Dex, which is very, very exciting. fully peer-to-peer, no KYC, no counterparty risk, no person in the middle, no escrow service, peer-to-peer, cross-chain exchange. So you can send, you can buy Bitcoin with Pirate Chain, buy Pirate Chain with ETH. I think they're going to be getting Atom on soon. They don't do Monero as yet, and I think there's a reason for that. KuCoin, TradeOgre is probably the best centralized exchange. I think it has the most liquidity, no KYC. Polarity, TurtleDex, CoinX, Gate.io, full KYC, FMFW.io, ChainJelly Pro, SwapZone, SafeTrade, P2P, BTDEX. And there's also Cortal. And I did an interview with Cortal. You can actually go to their website, install their wallet, and they have an atomic swap mechanism like Atomic Dex as well. So that's Cortal, where you can buy Pirate Chain as well. Now, which one is better? I don't like doing which one is better comparisons. And having said I don't like doing which one is better comparisons, I'm going to do a which one is better comparison. Monero is established. It's known. It's a great privacy crypto. Can't knock it. What I don't like about it is the constant emission rate. And the reason for that, that they say, is it so that the miners always have a reward. Fair enough. Its technology, its privacy technology isn't as secure and as private as Pirate Chains. And the Monero team have acknowledged that themselves, that ZK Snarks is a better privacy tech. But I still think that Monero's privacy tech is secure and that it can't be tracked, which is good. Then Pirate Chain is much faster. The transactions are much faster. I was a few months ago, I was doing a transaction with Monero. I think it's wise to have both, by the way. I was doing a transaction with Monero and sending it to my Exodus wallet, and it took hours to update, hours and hours and hours. Pirate Chain doesn't take that long to update. Send from the Pirate Lite wallet or to the treasure chest or one of the others, right? It's a matter of minutes, and it's there. It doesn't take that long. So Pirate Chain is much, much faster. Confirmations are much, much faster. The other thing about Pirate Chain is that I think it has greater upside potential, given that it has a fixed supply, and it's easier to double from 40 cents and go to 80 cents than it is to double from $180 to $360. So that's my personal preference. I do think there's advantage in having both. It's always great to hedge. Pirate Chain is also available on the Atomic Dex, which is a growing dex, and as they're increasing surveillance, I think it's going to get more and more important. Anyway, that's my opinion. You want to check it out for yourself. I invite you to I ask you, please do comment, like, subscribe, share this video, and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with privacy cryptos. This is Crypto Rich signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.